Hi there, I'm James, and I'm an interview coach from the job interview training website megainterview.com. And in this tutorial, I will teach you how to answer interview questions about your problem-solving skills. Let's have a look at what we will discuss in this job interview tutorial. To help you succeed in your job interview, I will discuss Number 1. The top 5 most commonly asked problem-solving interview questions. Number 2. Tips to help you successfully prepare answers to questions about your problem-solving skills to make a strong impression. Number 3. Top-scoring example answers that you can use to your advantage. And finally, Number 4. I will tell you where you can find over 10,000 free interview questions and top-scoring example answers. Now let's discuss the keys to success that you should focus on when answering problem-solving interview questions. Here are 4 essential tips that you should take into account. Following these tips, I will tell you how to effectively answer the most commonly asked problem-solving interview questions. Tip number 1. Clearly define the problem. Begin your answer by restating the problem or situation at hand. Provide a concise and clear description to demonstrate your understanding of the challenge. This shows your ability to actively listen and comprehend complex scenarios. Tip number 2. Outline your approach. Describe your step-by-step approach to problem solving. Break down the problem into smaller components or stages, explaining how you would tackle each one. This showcases your analytical thinking and structured problem-solving methodology. Tip number 3. Communicate your thought process. As you explain your approach, make sure to articulate your thought process and the reasoning behind your decisions. Walk the interviewer through your thinking, highlighting the factors or considerations that influenced your choices. This demonstrates your critical thinking skills and how you arrive at logical conclusions. And finally, tip number 4. Highlight the results and lessons learned. Discuss the outcomes of your problem-solving efforts. Emphasize any positive results or improvements achieved. If there were challenges or setbacks along the way, explain how you learned from them and adapted your approach. This shows resilience, a growth mindset, and a commitment to continuous improvement. In order to assist you in preparing for your interview, here are 5 example questions and answers. Please keep in mind that these responses are intended as examples, and that it is essential to customize your answers to meet the specific demands of the position for which you are applying. Let's have a look at question number 1. Describe a challenging problem you faced at work or in a project. How did you approach it, and what was the outcome? In my previous role as a sales representative, I encountered a challenging situation when a key client expressed dissatisfaction with our product's performance. To address this, I immediately scheduled a meeting with the client to understand their concerns and gather detailed feedback. I collaborated with our product development team to investigate the reported issues thoroughly. Through rigorous testing and analysis, we identified areas for improvement and devised a plan to address the client's specific concerns. To rebuild the client's confidence, I provided regular updates on our progress and arranged a demonstration of the enhanced product features that incorporated their feedback. As a result, we successfully resolved the client's concerns and not only retained their business, but also gained their advocacy, leading to additional referrals and increased sales. This experience served as a powerful reminder of the importance of active listening, collaboration, and approaching problem-solving from a customer-centric perspective. This is an excellent answer that showcases your proactive and customer-centric approach and ability to achieve positive outcomes in challenging situations. Now let's move on to question number 2. Tell me about a time when you had to deal with a difficult client. In my position as an account manager, I encountered a challenging situation with a difficult client. They had high expectations and often expressed dissatisfaction with our services. To address this, I took a proactive approach. I scheduled face-to-face meetings with the client to better understand their concerns and expectations. I actively listened to their feedback, asked clarifying questions, and took detailed notes. Based on the client's feedback, I collaborated with my team to develop a tailored action plan to address their specific needs and concerns. We identified areas for improvement and implemented strategies to enhance our services. I maintained open lines of communication with the client, providing regular progress updates and seeking their input throughout the process. I also scheduled periodic review meetings to ensure we were meeting their expectations. Over time, by consistently demonstrating our commitment to addressing their concerns and delivering on our promises, the relationship with the difficult client improved significantly. They expressed satisfaction with the enhanced services and continued to renew their contract with the company. This is a great answer that highlights key skills such as effective communication, collaboration, and customer satisfaction. Let's move on to question number 3. Just very quickly, before we proceed to interview question number 3, if you are new to the Mega Interview channel, please make sure you subscribe. Remember, your support means the world to us. It helps us improve our videos, reach more people, and make a positive impact on the careers of others. Together, we can build an amazing community where everyone can learn, grow, and succeed in their job interview. Now let's continue the tutorial and have a look at question number 3. Describe a situation where you had to think creatively to solve a problem. In my role as a marketing manager, I encountered a complex problem when tasked with developing a new marketing campaign to revitalize our brand in a highly saturated market. We needed to differentiate ourselves and capture the attention of our target audience. To address this challenge, I adopted a creative approach. I conducted thorough market research and competitor analysis to identify gaps and opportunities. Instead of following conventional strategies, I decided to leverage emerging social media platforms to engage with our audience in a unique way. I collaborated with a creative team to develop an innovative and interactive campaign. We crafted engaging content, incorporated gamification elements, and implemented influencer partnerships to generate buzz and encourage user participation. To measure the effectiveness of our approach, I implemented data-driven analytics and closely monitored campaign performance. By tracking key metrics and gathering user feedback, we made data-informed adjustments to optimize the campaign's impact. The outcome of the campaign exceeded expectations. We witnessed a significant increase in brand awareness, user engagement, and conversions. The creative and unconventional approach allowed us to differentiate ourselves from competitors and establish a strong brand presence. This is a top-scoring answer that demonstrates your creative thinking skills, ability to adapt to market dynamics, and deliver tangible outcomes. Let's move on to question number 4. Give me an example of a time when you had to make a quick decision with limited information. In my previous role as a project coordinator, I faced a situation where an unexpected issue arose during an important client meeting. The client requested an immediate solution to a technical problem, but the necessary data and expertise were limited at that moment. To address the situation, I quickly assessed the available information and identified potential courses of action. Recognizing the urgency, I decided to gather input from the team members present and sought their insights based on their expertise and experience. With their collective input and my own analysis, I made a decision that I believed would best align with the client's needs and project goals. I communicated the decision to the client, explaining the limited information available and the rationale behind the chosen approach. Afterward, I promptly organized a meeting with the technical team to gather more information and refine our solution. We conducted further research, consulted relevant sources, and collaborated to ensure the decision was well-informed and effective. The outcome of the decision was positive. By acting swiftly and leveraging the expertise of the team, we were able to provide a satisfactory solution to the client's problem. This is a great answer that showcases valuable skills such as critical thinking, problem-solving, collaboration, and adaptability. Now let's have a look at question number 5. Tell me about a situation where you had to resolve a conflict or disagreement within a team. In my role as a project manager, I encountered a situation where there was a conflict within my team regarding the allocation of tasks and responsibilities. We were working on a tight deadline and tensions were running high. To resolve the conflict, I decided to schedule a team meeting to address the issue openly and transparently. During the meeting, I facilitated a discussion where each team member had the opportunity to express their concerns and viewpoints. I actively listened to everyone's perspectives and ensured that everyone felt heard and respected. I proposed a compromise that involved redistributing the tasks based on individual strengths and expertise. I explained how this approach would benefit both the project and each team member's professional growth. To implement the solution effectively, I encouraged open communication and regular check-ins among team members. I also organized team-building activities to strengthen relationships and foster a positive work environment. As a result of my intervention, the team was able to resolve the conflict and regain focus on the project. We successfully completed the project within the deadline, and the team members developed a greater understanding and appreciation for one another's contributions. This is a top-scoring answer that demonstrates your leadership, interpersonal, and conflict resolution skills. So, the next thing I want you to do is head straight to megainterview.com, and you can find more than 10,000 free job interview questions and answers for any job position you're looking for. You will also find more information about writing a resume and cover letter, and also job search advice and career advancement tips that will put you ahead of the competition. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button so that we can help you and other candidates pass their job interviews. And do not forget to like the video. By liking the video, you let us know that you like the interview questions and answers given, and it also motivates us to create more content. Thank you so much for watching, and I wish you all the best with passing your next job interview.